Day one experience. What do you think so far, man?
It's pretty cool country.
You like it?
And we're gonna get elk tomorrow, so.
Yeah, hopefully we got elk on the ground. We didn't see any this evening, but from the history that we've been getting, it's like once a day kind of deal, either morning or evening is what it seems like. But there's been a herd of around 75 elk out here. This is my buddy Colin. We went to Alaska together. We hunted caribou together. Even shot a caribou off my back. That was a pretty cool experience, wasn't it, Colin?
It was.
This is our camp setup. We got a cot set up for my trailer. This is kind of set up for a one person or two person. Take the cot out, you can get two people on the ground. And a little tailgating, a little bacon going on. But yeah, that's basically what he did. Yeah. But day one, we only scouted. We only got here this evening, just enough to be able to scout and kind of set up camp. That's all we did. So tomorrow in the morning we'll officially be hunting, and we'll see what we see. And then midday, we got nothing going on. We'll get the bow out and start target practicing. This guy just got a brand new Hoyt RX-8. And I got the old RX-3, but I think the RX-3 still puts him down. So we'll see how we shoot tomorrow. I set up an antelope out in the field, a 3D target, and I was trying to fake him out when he pulled in to the place. So there you go.
I graduated from the crossbow line.
Oh yeah. Huge crossbow guy, this guy over here. Huge. So we've upgraded him. He's, I don't know if you want to call it the dark side or the light side. What do you think?
I think it's the light side.
The light side? Yeah. Yep. You're up for the challenge now. So he's shooting all the way out to 50 now. Within what, a week or two of shooting his bow?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And before with his with traditional bows, like for some people 40 yards was kind of a big deal. So I'm shooting out to 100, but I've had a lot of practice, and he's already at 50. He's only a couple weeks in. What, 2 weeks?
2 weeks in.
2 weeks in. He's only 2 weeks in. He's already at 50, and then we'll get his sight tape on here eventually, and maybe up his poundage a little bit.
Go from 60 to 70?
60 to 70. You could pull 70. You could definitely pull 70. Look at this guy, he's burly. Stocky. These are burgers from Alaska. This is from our caribou. And he's got bacon mixed in there. That's Eric's bacon, yeah?
Yes.
In that one?
Yep.
So our buddy Eric, who's in Ohio, that I grew up with, going to high school with, he is a meat scientist, basically, and he makes his own bacon and stuff, so kind of nice. Bringing Ohio to Nebraska.
Living the high life.
Yeah, it's a good weekend. This is just a weekend. That's the good part. It's just one weekend. So hopefully we get more of these later this year. It's gonna get colder, so it's gonna change how we do our setup and stuff and become more efficient. So I'm normally doing this solo, and now I got an extra person, so I gotta figure it out, make sure I do everything right. So, all right. Well, tomorrow. See ya. Good morning. Day 1, Western Nebraska elk hunt. It's interesting so far because we had a late start yesterday. My buddy had to drive in from Colorado, but it's okay. It wasn't a big deal because we weren't going to hunt anyway, so we were just kind of looking around. But this morning, it's kind of a cool morning compared to what it's been. It's starting to cool down here, and the wind's coming in from the north. And but so far I haven't seen anything. I've seen a lot of moo cows, and every time you see them up in a ridge and stuff, it looks like you think there's an elk over there sometimes. But right here we got a feeder, and we got trail cam pictures of them coming up to the water trough, and I think the rancher has some stuff out there for the cows too. So, but so far, first morning, it's been pretty comfortable. I'm not used to hunting in muddy blinds. The rancher said, "Yeah, go ahead and sit in the blinds," and then I was like, "Okay." Well, we start looking around the property, and there's blinds all over the place, so it's some pretty comfy hunting. My wife calls these sissy huts, which I mean, if you're pretty cold out here, this would be the place to go. So, but we'll see what else we got later this evening. Well, if we wanted to hunt cows, we got a cow. So, we walked in a little bit. We don't want to get too far deep into this. On day 1, we don't want to push anything out. So what we're going to do is we're going to back out, and then we're going to go get lunch, regroup, and then we're going to actually get back into that stand just in case they come up from the bottom here to get water later, because it's pretty warm. And it'll be a pretty chill day 1. Day 2, we might get a little bit more aggressive. But day 2 might just be just going to a different part of the property. But they're definitely here. there's sign all over the place. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've moved on to a different spot. So still day one, evening hunt, and we moved to a different spot because we have had intel that the elk have come over on the south side of the property, and due to convenience, this would be a pretty good spot if we actually put one down, because we can get the truck out here and get it loaded up pretty easily compared to being in the timber earlier. So we're kind of hoping they come out in the evening. If not, we're going to probably see a lot of good mule deer. And so far it's been a good evening. Got up to like 95 degrees when it was down to like 50 degrees this morning. So huge temperature swing. But I'm hoping it gets nice and cool. If it's cool in the morning, we can potentially put one down in the timber if we have to in the morning. So, fingers crossed. All right, got her done. I got my Nebraska elk. It was an interesting hunt. As far as scarcity goes, it's not like it's you're picking out of abundance, and we literally did not see an elk like the entire time until literally like right at last light. So we weren't able to get the camera on shooting because it was like very like last few minutes, and the lighting wasn't good for the camera. So, but it was also like we were surprised. We were literally like packing up our stuff. We were like, oh, here we go. Like, how are we gonna do tomorrow's hunt? And we kind of like scoured the entire property pretty well. And Colin was like, I don't know, man, tomorrow. And they come out of nowhere. We were able to see thousands of acres and just weren't able to see them. And then all of a sudden, just like that, like 200 yards away, it was actually what, 230, 240 yards probably,
yeah.
Shot. And it was a struggle to get positioned because Colin was on that side of the stand and so had to get positioned on that, and she was kind of facing away, so it entered here and it ended up somewhere around there. And after the shot, I could have swore I saw her spinning, and I'm like, oh, she's down. But then it got so dark, we're like, oh, well, we gotta go look for her. And then we saw some other elk like circling the area, like they weren't leaving, and we thought it was potentially her that was injured. And so we went back down, grabbed our stuff, came back up, grabbed lights and stuff, and we were really worried that we were gonna have to do long tracking. We come right up here and she was laying right there, no tracking whatsoever. We could actually get the truck to where she's at. I mean, this would have been a whole different story if we ended up downing her back in the timber. We had to climb, hike her out, and everything. You can't ask for a better hunt. I've been wanting to do something like this since I was a child, like 12 years old. I remember my old teacher, as a reward, would let me play the Oregon Trail, and all I did on the Oregon Trail was hunt all the little animals on there. And on the Oregon Trail, there's this rock that you want to get to, the Chimney Rock, right? Or it's part of the process on the Oregon Trail. We are only like miles away from that area, so to be able to like think about this when I was a kid, and then all of a sudden, I grew up in Ohio too, and all of a sudden I live in Nebraska, and I am doing something that I dreamed of as a child. And I'm very grateful. I'm excited to take this meat home, feed the family. I think my wife is gonna be very happy because we got a new meat grinder. It does 20 pounds per minute, so we'll make good work out of her. So very excited, very happy to be here, and I would like to thank the landowner. The landowner was pretty cool. Very, very, very cool guy. I can't wait to engage with him again in the future. But can't ask for a better hunt.